Hey,
What's
Shuchit.
up?
Hey,
How are you?
how
Finally
are you?
made it to your
I know,
place.
man.
How are you? Long time.
Long
Space, and this space is so cute. It's like I've literally walked into a little cafe in Vietnam, like Vietnamese cafe.
I know.
Come on, introduce yourselves, guys.
So I'm Dhruv, and that's Chang, and we've co-founded the Vietnamese cafe together.
What I like about this journey is that you are actually being true to food versus chasing money.
We also want to teach people, even like people who loves cooking, to learn a new cuisine.
Like we want people when they walk in to feel somehow connected to Vietnam. We've really tried to create a mini Vietnam in our home. Because more than cuisine, we also want to focus on spreading Vietnamese culture.
Let's get a
This is how we drink coffee in Vietnam. It's like a drip fin. So you have different compartment inside. You put the coffee. Then this is to push the coffee slightly down, and then you cover it. So it's supposed to drip very slowly, like very
nice.
mindfully.
probably.
Yeah. So the blend that you are drinking right now is locally sourced, like less sugar and more caffeine. So you get like actually a kick, and when you mix it with the condensed milk, like the chocolatey note should come out.
Is there a lot of French influence in the Vietnamese cuisine? Because Vietnamese cuisine, whenever I think of Vietnamese cuisine, it's sour, spice, sweet.
Coffee is also French influence because the French
Got it, yeah.
got it. So they wanted to have the things that they had back home. So they imported pate, baguette, wheat, coffee. Then also architecture maybe apart from the food. Yeah. a lot.
Because I think when Vietnam got colonized, the biggest stamp that a country that colonizes another country can put is the architecture. I mean, even when you look at it.
You're lucky you got the French.
Yeah, 100%. I think architecture is a big thing.
Yeah.
French windows, which we've
Yeah.
also tried to incorporate, you see in a lot of buildings in Hanoi, actually all over.
So, what is your story? Why food? And
Why
why
food?
Vietnamese food? And you're in Gurgaon.
So I think I've always been a foodie. I was born in Hanoi. I moved to Germany with my family at a very young age. We are so far from home.
From Vietnam
to Germany. Yes. My parents just wanted to have a better life.
Wow.
Like most immigrants. I mean, I grew up eating bánh mì, eating bánh cuốn. Like all the dishes that we'll be serving to you today is actually my childhood nostalgia. Like I used to eat them every day. And for my mom, it was important that, she felt like food connects us to our roots. So by eating it every day and bringing the flavors back, she feels like you shall never forget where you're coming from, and what you grew up eating.
So, what is that one dish that
Pho.
when you think about, you miss your mom?
She didn't even have to think.
Pho. Yeah. That's why we call pho here as our mom's pho, because we will have it every day. So
Good question.
let's start with some summer rolls with prawns, gỏi cuốn, and some bánh mì sandwiches.
Oh,
we
wow.
have the pork ones and the lemongrass chicken.
Lemongrass chicken. Super.
Yeah, so we usually in our community dining table, we start with summer rolls first because it's light, it's fresh and healthy. So
And
it's
gluten-free.
And gluten-free, of course. You can put a little bit of it in the bowl.
I'm a big fan of your peanut sauce too.
Yes,
by the way.
that's coming up.
And this is our
Yeah.
homemade
Peanuts.
hoisin peanut sauce that you can add.
Yeah.
I feel like
And this is our homemade chili satay oil.
there's rice vermicelli noodles, there's beetroot, super healthy, there's carrots, wrapped around with lettuce, and then finally we have the protein. So we do a vegetarian version that has tofu.
So Vietnamese food is like based on the concept of yin and yang. So you have a little bit of spice and you have like fresh cold
Sweet, salt,
flavors.
yeah.
Sweet, salty, spicy. So it's very well balanced. Nothing
Yeah.
is like overly
Powering.
dominated.
Yeah.
More you go towards the south, the more spicier
Spicier it
the,
gets.
Yeah, it gets.
Okay, someday
Yeah.
hopefully you can make that for me.
Oh, 100%. We're working on some.
Yeah, because Indians love spice. When I think of Vietnamese food, the two things that come to my mind. One is a banh mi and one is a one is pho.
Back then, in the morning, there used to be women carrying like bang me basket on their heads and just call like bang me oi, 5 in the morning, and we will also even get the bread and eat it, dip it in condensed milk, which is like one of the Vietnamese thing ever.
Yeah.
So we try to actually replicate that here using locally sourced ingredients, and you can see it's like crispy and golden outside, but
Soft on the
yeah,
inside.
soft and airy on the inside.
So the Vietnamese don't waste anything. So when you're cooking a chicken,
Everything is
everything
used.
from the nose to the chicken feet, all the way through. Same with pork.
I think there's so much more to just having muscle of a meat.
Yeah, I agree.
Like in pork, I love the skin. Crackling is one of my favorite. Belly is my. Yeah, I love food basically.
Okay.
Hey, more food.
Yes, next is bang cuốn. It's the steamed rice rolls with the what you said earlier with the wood ear mushroom
With the mushroom and the pork
meat.
and the meat. Okay, what meat have you used in this?
We are using chicken
Chicken.
minced, and this is Bangkok, the mini crispy pancakes with prawn.
Okay.
Yeah, on top of it.
Wow.
So this is one of our customers' favorite of all-time favorite. We had
Yep.
it from the beginning because it's very playful. So you can take. We show to you how it's
Okay,
eaten.
let's go.
In a bit.
This is with the mushroom
Yes.
and chicken.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
how do we start
Yeah.
with that? We
You can just take a salad leaf and put just a lot of herbs,
put some cucumber.
Yep. You can grab some
and
coriander
put
if you'd
some
like.
chili if you like.
Chili, I don't like. I love
Fried onions.
fried onion.
Yeah. And just dip
Oh.
it in the dipping sauce.
That's fine.
Or you can eat it like.
In any other Asian cuisine, that would be eaten straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
But here, even if you're having something fried, you're having it with some green.
Yep.
What is typical home Vietnamese food? Is this home food or is this celebration food? Like I know banh mi is street food.
Yeah. This we will eat this for breakfast, lunch, pho. For
Is pho-
breakfast, everything, like all day. Pho is all day.
Tell me about this place. What is the concept? How does one book? What you get? Tell me more about. It's such a cute place. So I can't wait to be here for a communal dinner or a.
Yeah, we're looking
A
forward to
booked out dinner.
having you. So, Chang and I had this shared dream. I mean, it was my dream to begin with. I always wanted to open a cafe, and I was studying in Canada for a bit and fell in love with Vietnamese cuisine there. And
So the food came before the girl.
oh yes.
Okay.
But funnily enough, I mean, imagine me falling in love with Vietnamese cuisine and subsequently within the next
And then you
year,
found a Vietnamese chef. There's no coincidence at all.
I went looking for it.
When did the idea of this cafe come up? Because this cafe is inside a home.
Yes.
And there are not too many experiences like this. For people who might be watching this or for me to talk about, where is this located? How does one book? How many people? And what does one expect?
So we're located in DLF Phase 3 Gurgaon, like a run-of-the-mill neighborhood. We started off with a communal dining experience pre-COVID. And obviously when COVID hit, we had to pivot to delivery. Our regular customers even back then were like, no, you have to feed us. Chang and I live for interacting with our customers. We feel like it's so important, especially with a new cuisine that people really haven't experienced, to educate them about the food, also educate them about the culture, which is why we have a very immersive space. You know, we designed the space thinking about Vietnam. We've got a bunch of posters, we've got curios, we've got sculptures, we've got our hats hanging,
Your French window.
French windows.
And the books.
And your room, you stay upstairs.
Yes, we-
like
so-
the walkway to the balcony is where your room is.
Exactly.
So literally, you're mixing work and pleasure,
Mainly work.
and you're defying everything. I was told, never work with your wife. You work with your wife. Always keep work and your home area apart. That's
Yeah.
the same. So how is that experience?
Yes, eating Vietnamese every day is a pleasure for me.
So what do you handle in the business and what does he handle? And tell everyone how to book this
Yeah.
Yeah.
experience.
So actually we do everything together, but when it comes to quality and flavors, like I test everything, like everything that goes out, unless I'm not here.
I handle operations, concepts in terms of expansion, in terms of how to interact with customers. So I'm the one usually when we have our experiences that's taking customers through the menu, how to eat, all of that. We introduce the concept together.
And obviously most of the recipes are inspired by our travel, but yeah, and our family recipes.
So how do we book this space? So we really work on word of mouth. We have an Instagram page, we have a smaller presence on Facebook.
So basically, I DM, someone DMs you on Instagram and you reach out, or there's a phone number, they call you, and they book up to what, 10, 15 people?
So our minimum is 8.
Okay.
Our maximum is 20, though we like to keep it at 16. That's like
And you give like a range of menus to pick from, or is it a set menu?
So that's, sorry, but that's one of our strengths. We're able to customize our menus according to our guests' dietary preferences. So every dish that we do for a non-vegetarian, we definitely do for a vegetarian.
Do you have a replacement for the fish sauce?
Yes, we do actually.
We do have. Even for the bang
we do, because for a vegetarian,
every dish,
fish sauce is such an important part of your cuisine. I was wondering that what happened. Sorry, I'm going to dig in more.
We've had actually multiple purely veg community dining experiences at our home. So over there you can see, it's a curated 4-course menu that starts with small bites, then we come to soup, then we have a family style meal, and then we always end it with a cup of coffee and chai.
So that you don't sleep at night.
Yes, and a very light dessert.
So I saw on the menu you have a mom's noodle soup pho. So let's get the pho out.
All right.
And I want to know the story behind that dish.
Yeah. Okay, next dish is
the pho.
My mom's noodle soup.
Why is this mom's noodle soup?
So we used to eat this every weekend back home, and it's just a bowl of comfort, a very clear broth made with lots of love, and it's my mom's recipe. And whenever I eat it, it just takes me straight back home.
So going back to our travels to Vietnam.
And how is it?
God, make me sick so I can eat this every day.
You can have it even when you're not sick. I mean,
I know, but this is like that hearty, soulful broth and noodle, which like takes me back to grandmother. More than mother. What do you have a vegetarian for?
Yes, we do have.
Making Vietnamese food accessible to vegetarians has also been a mission of ours. Because when you think of Vietnamese food, you think of meats.
So Vietnamese food is primarily non-veg. So a few of our vegetarian dishes are inspired from the places we've eaten in Vietnam. So in Vietnam,
they might not have a vegetarian dish over there, but you try to mimic those flavors to adapt to the Indian market. So good job.
Thank you.
With this, and this is super delicious, and cheers to mom. Time for bún chả. This is my favorite Vietnamese, my second favorite Vietnamese dish.
So we have bún chả pork belly, and we have
I think I'm just going to eat this straight.
The patties, and this is the bún chả lá lốt. So it's wrapped in lá lốt piper leaf that I've got from my grandmother's garden in Vietnam.
Oh, nice.
So it's a very special, it has a peppery flavor.
So it's a leaf?
It's a leaf that you wrap your meats in. So I can just take you quickly through it we just get a little bit of noodles. Then just get your herbs, veggies, just so that you have like the freshness, the tanginess and sweetness coming from the dipping sauce. Yeah, pork belly, bún chả.
Yeah, I would like more of that.
Yeah.
No, that's kidding.
These are the patties, and this is wrapped in
the leaf.
The leaf.
The lá lốt leaf.
Yeah.
Like it.
I was trying to hold my breath.
I was saying that everything in Vietnamese cuisine
Yeah,
is
and
rolled.
put
Put
the
some crunchy stuff, whatever you like.
I love how the
Got it.
fish sauce in every dish tastes different.
Yeah.
Even here, I'm getting here. It's sweet. It's no spice. I mean, it's not. It's spice, but not spicy. There's a little. Is the leaf a little bitter? Where is the slight hint of bitterness?
Oh, it's from the caramelized sugar that comes. So when it burns a little bit charcoal, it's a little bit.
So you get that sweet bitterness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I need to cut my chili oil with a Jade Forest
Do you want
iced
to
tea.
have some?
Here,
Yeah.
that's for you. That's
Thank
a berry blush. So I'm having the berry blush too.
I've had that one before.
You'll have a ginger ale?
I haven't tried the ginger ale, so cheers.
Cheers.
I like
And
that.
however you say cheers in Vietnamese.
Mo Thai Ba Zo.
Mo Thai Bo Zo.
Usually you do it with beer,
Yeah.
but with anything.
It's under 4.3 grams of sugar.
That's very precise.
All our
I love it.
all our Jade Forest drinks are under 5 grams of sugar.
Is there a reason for that?
We want to maintain low calorie, low sugar across all our rescues because we're also catering to the younger generation
Yeah.
who is trying to move away from having sugared beverages.
live
So
healthier.
our customer base of both our products are very similar. People who are looking for authentic, different experiences. Now let's get to the fun part. Tell me something about customers who've called you, who've not known what you guys do, and what have they asked to cook for them?
Yeah, I mean, like we've had people asking us, calling us, and asking us for Thai curry.
Oh wow!
Because they believe that's part of Vietnamese cuisine.
It's been, it's funny, but at the end of the day, it's also gives us an opportunity to educate people.
Yes.
Some people want to get educated. Some people are just like, no, but I want my Thai curry.
And have you ever had a difficult customer who's asked you for a unthinkable request?
Not really, but people have been really funny. They've asked us, they're like, you should think of doing a butter chicken pho. And fusion's really in. And I was like, how? My brain couldn't comprehend that. I was just like, how is that even going to work?
Yeah.
You lose 1,000 followers.
Or maybe gain 2,000. I don't even know what's going on in people's heads sometimes. So we've really been wanting you to try the dessert because it's something fun and interesting for us also.
There's no alcohol in it.
Yeah, it's coconut based, dairy free, has lots of fruits inside.
Dairy free, vegan,
Vegan,
gluten free.
gluten free.
Yes.
Yes.
All the
Wow!
buzzwords. All the buzzwords.
Woke check 1, woke check 2, woke check 3. But thank you guys. This was a great experience.
Thank you for coming.
And we'll be back. We'll do a full booking with my 15 peeps
15, 20, sure.
and with a few vegetarians too. So I look forward for you guys to come and curate a menu.
Sure.
Lots of pork for me. And we'll be back. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
Cheers.
coming over. It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.